It came! It finally came! The big one.
Alright, here are all the items that you're gonna need for this farm, so let's just go through them very quickly. You're gonna need 2 water buckets in order to make an infinite water source. You're gonna need some lava, 1 slab, 4 hoppers, 2 chests, a stack of redstone torch. The number isn't really exact, but you're gonna need a lot of redstone torches and a lot of redstone dust. 5 redstone repeaters, 8 pistons, 2 levers, 30 observers, 1 dispenser, 8 oak signs, or any signs, it doesn't matter. 4 wood planks, 20 trapdoors, a stack and 4 blocks of glass, 1 trident for the trident killer, 1 empty locator map, a lot of building blocks, and 5 stacks of obsidian. The original maker of this design is Tboggs. His channel is gonna be in the description below. He uploads some very good videos, so you know, check him out and maybe give him a sub, you know, even maybe a like, even like a donation through PayPal. Send him your credit card information. Okay, maybe not the last one. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna start with 2 chests, 2 hoppers going into the chest from the top, and 2 hoppers going into these 2 hoppers. Now on the front, we're gonna place 2 slabs just like this, and using solid blocks, we're gonna surround this contraption. Ew. Alright, much better. This is what you should end up with. Okay, now we're gonna be making the trident killer. 1 piston, 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 going at each other just like this. Now we're gonna place 4 observer, each one facing into 1 piston, just like I'm doing here. Now to your redstone torches, I'm gonna place each one at this piston. It should be moving like this. Now place the lever on the piston and click it, and it stops moving. And now you got yourself a trident killer. Okay, what we're gonna do now, place some solid blocks, just like I'm doing here, around this farm. But on the front, we're gonna place a slab here. And what this does, now you can actually get the XP through this hole. And obviously keep filling it up. And now we're gonna extend this tower 16 blocks up. So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 16.
and do it for all of this tower. Okay, this is optional, but I like putting glass in the front of the farm just so I can see the piglins out, because it's very mesmerizing. And now we have to figure out which way is south. You can use a locator map, so just click on it, and now you can see which way you're actually pointing. So okay, we're gonna need to find south. So when the pointer thingy points to the bottom, that means it's pointing to south. So this is south. You can just place a block there so you know it's south. Once you have these 2 blocks in the south, we're gonna extend them by 8 blocks. So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Nice. And now we're gonna place 2 blocks at the end. We're gonna extend by 7 blocks this time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, and we're gonna do the same thing, but just with 4 blocks. So 2 right here. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. So it should be 4 blocks in total. And now at the end here, we're gonna place 1 temporary block and another block here. Break the first block, and we're gonna make kind of a wall until we reach the end right here. So it should perfectly align with this tower. Since we're gonna have some water here, we don't want it flying all the way down. So you know, this is why the wall is very important. And do it for the other side, obviously. And we're gonna close it at the end here as well. And also place 2 blocks here at the end. What a beautiful building. Now place 2 waters here. And if it flows perfectly without actually spilling, that means you did it correctly. Exquisite. Okay, back to my normal voice now. Okay, now we're gonna take your locator map again, and we're gonna this time look at east. So when the pointer thingy is pointing at the right side, it means it's east. And so this is the east side of the farm. So we're just gonna go on this side, and we're gonna extend by 7 blocks.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And we're gonna link this line to the other side of this thing, okay, and use that as marcation, and we're gonna fill up this square. It's not a square, it's a rectangle. Geometry dash. Alright, this is looking very good. Now you expect me to say do the same thing on the other side, but don't. Okay, you're not gonna do that, but what are you gonna do? We're gonna go to where the water is flowing. We're gonna place blocks all around here, and we're gonna extend 1 block here, and we're gonna basically do a square around it. But this time, when you come to this square, you're gonna also place on top of the block. I know that was like super confusing, but deal with it. And we're gonna also place blocks on the last side. See the thing that we did here, like the wall? We're gonna place 2 blocks on top, and we're gonna basically make it a 3-block tall wall. That was a lot of You probably expected this, but what you're gonna do here, we're gonna place a water at this side at the end, and if you did it correctly, it should flow perfectly to this other water slide. But don't do it only on 1 block. You're just gonna have to do it for all the side. Bada boom, bada boom. Okay, now go to this side of the farm, and we're gonna place a lot of obsidian. We're gonna place obsidian on every block except the 2 ends, and on the end here, we're gonna place 19 more blocks up. 18, 19. And now we're gonna basically close it up so we have a square, and it's gonna be a 20 by 20 square if you did it correctly. Amazing. Alright, now go to this portal, and we're gonna place 3 blocks of obsidian just like this, and remove these 2. I should have said that you should need to put quartz. I'm sorry if you put obsidian and you have to break it again. And we're gonna basically do the same thing. We're gonna make another portal. Alright, and now we're gonna do the same procedure twice. Boom. Okay, now face your tower from the front. We're gonna go on this side, and we're gonna do behind every obsidian portal, we're gonna place a block. So like this, here, here, and then one temporary block and one here. Okay, once you have this, we're gonna place 5 observers on top of each one of these blocks. Make sure they're all facing down. Now we can get rid of these blocks here. And now at the end here, we're gonna place 3 blocks, one observer here and another one here. Break the first one and make another one facing into this one. This is gonna be our redstone clock. Okay, now take your redstone dust. We're gonna place it all over this line until you meet this observer. And if you've done it correctly, these should be flashing just like this. Okay, now take your 4 wooden planks and we're gonna place them each one right here. This is what it should look like. And I'm gonna explain like a quick thing. Now we're gonna add configurations to each one of these portals, but they're gonna be all the same. So I'm just gonna show what you do with one, and then you can basically do the same thing for the other portals. Okay, so once you have this wood plank, we're gonna place 3 blocks here and 1 more here. We're gonna basically cover up this wooden plank. And now right here, we're gonna put 2 blocks just like this. And now take some glass. We're gonna put some glass here, and we're gonna basically lift it up until we reach the same height as these observers. And I'll place 2 blocks just like this. All right, take more glass. We're gonna place it right here. So you should have this glass chamber thingy. Okay, go back to this chamber that we just did. Take some signs, and we're gonna place, basically leave 1 block and place a sign here. Leave 1 block and place another sign. It should look like this. And now we're gonna take your trapdoors and we're gonna place them on the lower part of every block. Bang. Now, before we go any further, make sure to have a block in the portal, because now we're just building the redstone contraption and you don't want it to start working before you want it to work. Also, you're gonna need to do it for all of these portals that you're gonna be working with. Okay, now take your lava, and what you're gonna do, we're gonna be placing it at every block that doesn't have the sign in this glass thingy, like this. If we did it correctly, this obsidian block should like catch on fire. But since we have these blocks here, it won't light up. Now go to the top of this thingy, and basically what we're gonna do, we're gonna place 2 observers like this, and you can break the first one. And now place a dispenser under this observer. It obviously has to be facing this way. Now place 3 blocks just like this and remove the middle one. And now we're gonna have to put 4 blocks just like this. Now facing this way, we're gonna place a repeater here and click it 3 times, so it should be at the end just like this. Now put a redstone dust on top of every block that's left. Okay, now we're gonna go on top of this glass tower. We're gonna place a piston right here. And now on this side, we're gonna place 2 blocks. But this time, we're gonna have to extend it on all of these portals, because this one circuit is gonna be useful for all of these 4 portals. Alright, and now we're gonna go all the way to the bottom, and we're gonna be facing where there is this observer thingy. And on that side, we're gonna place on the second block 1 block here. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna place a redstone torch on top of this block, place another block and another redstone torch, and keep doing this until we reach the top. So we're gonna keep doing it until we reach this top part, and obviously place a torch here. If you did everything correctly, this redstone torch should be like 1 block above this line. Now see these 2 blocks that we just did, we're gonna do the same thing on these other portals. And now we're gonna have to put in some redstone torch on top of all of these blocks, and they should obviously light up. Okay, now we're gonna go on the bottom line of redstone and see where this line meets this redstone torch. We're gonna destroy this piece of redstone, and I'm gonna place a repeater instead, because if you don't, it's just gonna mess up the whole farm. And now on the bottom, we're gonna place a lever on this tower, and now we can actually turn off and turn on the farm. We're gonna leave it turned off for the moment, meaning these pistons are actually pushing in. That means this portal can't actually light up. And this is how the off on thing works. And now put a water bucket on the dispenser. I hope you didn't get confused, but this is what you should end up with every portal. So basically do all of these steps again for every portal. Angles. Alright, and now the final 2 steps, we're gonna go into the hole and we're gonna be throwing some tridents. I actually recommend having like more than one, okay? Have like a lot of tridents in there so you can actually kill them very quickly. And now if the pistons are actually pushing into the portal, you can actually remove all of these temporary blocks, because that's already blocking the portal from actually lighting up. Oh my god, that was actually a lot. But you're done. All you have to do now is click the lever of this amazing tower, and boom, and now they're just gonna be dropping off. Look at that. Oh my god, dude. And quickly activate your trident killer and enjoy unlimited gold and better XP. And oh my god, dude, this is actually super fast. And now time for quick tips that might save the day. Before quitting this world or actually going very far from this farm, make sure that the farm is turned off, or they might just break it and it's gonna be basically a nightmare. These chests are gonna be filling very quickly, so what I would recommend is making a storage system. If you don't know how to make one, there will be a video in the description below, so just go click it and it's gonna basically show you how to build one. Another quick tip, use looting on your sword. It's kind of obvious, and you're gonna obviously get more loot, so even more gold. And dude, look at this XP. This is literally insane. You know what's even more insane? My love for you. Hey, that was a good pickup line that you're gonna be using it whenever you talk to someone else. Bye bye.